Miss Transport's 96 for another review. This time, Real Steel Noisy Boy. So very cool. So first of all, I did get a recommendation to review this, and I said that I'd review it on Friday. So sorry, considering that this is Tuesday or Wednesday, just haven't had a lot of time to review stuff, and let alone posting it. So that's why I'm getting this later. So very sorry, but it's here now, isn't it? So very cool. So he's the 6-inch figure, very nice. I do have every single 6-inch and 3 3/4 inch figure from Real Steel that's out in the first wave. Very happy about that, and as you can see, this is a 2-pack that comes with, shoot, oh, that's a fail. Wow, that was horrific. Okay, so I went to pick up this guy, and I accidentally flipped him, and he went under the shelf that I'm reviewing this on now, smashed under some Transformers, and he has murdered Ejector. So anyway, so here he is. So very cool. Yeah, so he comes with a 2-pack, which is nice. I'll get his review out as soon as possible. So yeah, so very nice. So this is a nice pack. And Noisy Boy is a very cool character, obviously. So Noisy Boy is like Hugh Jackman's like first or second robot that he has. I'm not sure if it's his first, but we shall see when the movie comes out. But he's very cool. So I'm gonna go over the box. I'm sorry, the Gold-Blooded Killer has some horrifically weak ankle joints, which is really causing him trouble. So anyway, so here you go. So cool picture, Noisy Boy there. Totally Photoshop picture of the Gold-Blooded Killer being so gold, but I'll get into that in his review. The only thing that's not, well, yeah, the only thing that's not very accurate is here, the red stripes on his stomach. They do have lines in the red stripes, makes him look a little bit cooler. That's not how it is on his body right here. But other than that, it's pretty movie accurate, other than a few more yellow lines up here. But yeah, and then the other 2-pack is Adam and Zeus, which I do own. So yeah, so very cool. So, sorry, the box is open. So, Noisy Boy, so very nice. Noisy Boy seems to be a popular character, at least I think. That's what I've heard, and he's a very nice 6-inch figure. Let's go over articulation real fast. Swivel neck, ball hinge left shoulder, which can hinge out about this far, making it pretty useless with a hinge, which is nice. And yeah, and then with his right shoulder, it is just a swivel. And then we've got a ball hinge thigh that goes out this far, and does go this way though, very nicely. Hinges on the knee, and that is it. So horrific articulation on this guy. Yeah, I know, just really bad. He is an awkward. There goes the Gold-Blooded Killer. Keep falling. Sorry about that, distracting me. So anyway, he's very oddly shaped with his hands and like huge feet. So I kind of understand the lack of articulation in some places, but in others it's really unexcusable. It is excusable for the not wrist. I'm fine with that, and the not ankle. I'm okay with that. The waist that has been turned into a stupid gimmick really sucks, and his other arm is the whole gimmick. And so yeah. But let's just go into his gimmick. His gimmick is when you move his arm will rotate. His hand will rotate at least. So that's kind of interesting and neat. That's not bad. The only thing is it gets his arm all out of whack when you want to pose him like this. The tattoo should be to the side like this. His other gimmick is when you push this button on the back, his hand here, it'll rotate. Yeah, nothing too special, but it's interesting, very neat. So yeah, so it's definitely not worth it to get the lack of articulation. That's the one really bad thing about it. As far as tattoos, they look really nice on him. The yellow tattoos are very good, and then he's got the orange ones on his arms. They look awesome. The face sculpt's fantastic. It's almost got the samurai kind of helmet hat on thing there, which is cool. Nice eyes and everything. And some kind of sloppy, but even though it's sloppy, it looks good. Silver on his neck, so that's kind of neat. And a great purplish color that they chose for Noisy Boy in this movie. Very nice. Here's a 3 3/4 inch version. So yeah, so that's cool. So I mean, really, it's not, like, if you're a hardcore Noisy Boy fan, you have to get both of these guys. If Noisy Boy's cool, but he's nothing too special for you, I recommend the 3 3/4 inch one. Yeah, so it's nice to get a bigger representation, and it looks fantastic on your shelf. As far as playability, it's not much because of the lack of articulation, the dumb gimmick. It just doesn't look that great. This one, you get a full range of articulation with a very nice gimmick, and really it's pretty much just a sized down version of him. Really, that's the only reason that I'm not recommending these 6-inch versions very much, because you get basically the same one, just smaller, just with few differences. He also does have the waist that turns and springs back. Unfortunately, I wish that it was just a regular waist. That would have made this guy a lot cooler, but they had to add the gimmicks. Yeah, so what are you going to do? He looks fantastic on your shelf, but as far as playing, he's not very good. So just to show you the 6-inch toys for this toy line, here you go. Let's get the weak ankle joint himself, the gold-blooded killer. So there he is. Then we also have Zeus. And let's just, here, I'll do it like this. Okay, so there you go. So there's all the 6-inch Real Steel Wave 1 toys at this time. Very cool. I had them all. I've reviewed all 3 of these. Gold-blooded Killer's the only one that I still need to review. And here is the little Noisy Boy, just for good measure. So very cool. So that's my review for Real Steel, the new movie 6-inch Noisy Boy. Also, he is like 7.5 inches actually, as these toys are like 5 inches. So very tall. That's the nice thing. You can get them for $15 at Target, or you can get them for $18 at Toys R Us, unless you want to get a double pack at Toys R Us for $30. So pretty much your best bet's just to go to Target, but if you want to, you can do it at Toys R Us. So there you go. So that's my review of Real Steel 6-inch Noisy Boy. Thanks for watching.